Hi, everybody. It's November 9th, 2023, Thursday. Good morning and welcome to Against the Public. I'm Dana Lane. We're the only show that combs through early betting patterns by the public, shows you exactly where you might want to steer clear of early opinion. Today, we've identified 3 college basketball plays where the early public betting trend is, in my opinion, a little bit misguided. I think it's going to result in doing some damage to their bankroll, but we're going to go right around that and get some winners. Before we get into it, show record update. 87 and 67, 57% winners, 20 games over 500 after a 1-2 night in the NBA. But you know what we do every single time we have a losing night? We bounce right back again. And thankfully, our losing nights are only -1. So I don't think we've ever had a -3 on the show. So easily, you win your next game and you're right back to 500. And that's what we're going to do tonight. Before we get to our free picks, I want to remind you what we're doing at Pickdawgz.com. And guys, you need to be involved. I'm always honest with you about how I'm doing and what I'm doing. This is one of those great runs again. For everybody that went 1-2 on the show last night, if you join me on the website for my premium plays, my paid plays, I mean, we're absolutely on fire. Number 1 in college football after a perfect 3-0 Wednesday. Don't miss out tonight. We have another 3-pack that's up there, $54.99. Virginia, Louisville, Southern Miss, Louisiana. You get side and total in the Southern Miss, Louisiana game. Get all 3 for one low price. And, of course, that comes with our Pick Dawgz win guarantee. You must profit, or we will give you a site credit for the purchase price. You can also bypass my daily purchases by just simply getting my 30-day all-access pass for $399.99. A lot of people did that this morning. Really nice to wake up to after, man, it's been a long night, a little under the weather today, but very nice to wake up to. I appreciate it. $399.99, $13.13 a day. Get you every single play over the next 30 days. And if you're still on the fence about things, if you would, allow me a minute just to recap what my customers have done since joining me on Pickdawgz.com. Last night, 8-4, plus 340 units. That's good, but these numbers are incredible. 46 and 24 in the NBA over the last 7 days, 66% winners, plus 1,940 units. That is number 1 in that span of time. 55% overall winners the last 30 days. That's also number 1 amongst cappers with at least 200 plays in that span. Number 1 college football, as we mentioned, 3-0 last night, 58% winners on the season. Number 1 in college football handicapping over the last 30 days. So even still going strong. It's not just a good start. 61.2% winners over the last 30 days, plus 1,235 units. Number 1 in the NBA with at least 35 plays, plus 705 units, 60% winners this season. 5-2 last week in the NFL, 12-3 run in college basketball, 13-5 run in the NBA. Guys, that's all I have. That's the accolades. Please get involved right now. It's one of those runs that could go on forever, or stop in 3 or 4 days. It usually doesn't stop on a weekend. So get involved. It's been an incredible run. I'm never good at the part of patting myself on the back, but man, these numbers are what they are. They're all verifiable on Pickdawgz.com. They're not just made up. You can go right now and check those out. So whatever you do, please just get involved. So let's get to our free games tonight. Starting with game number 647, 648, Fairfield versus Rhode Island. Rhode Island's -10, 141.5. This number opened up at 10.5 here in town, but was adjusted down to -10. And I'm really excited to see more from Faden House. He scored 25 points the other night for the Rams against Central Connecticut. It was the 5th time in his career that he scored over 25 points, which is saying something in a 40-minute basketball game. I think if you had a chance to watch this game tonight, you will really enjoy him. BC was dominant against the Stags in the opener. There is certainly a lot of work to be done for the Fairfield program. And if you remember, and if you haven't been following the story, Jay Young, who was their head coach up until, just under a month ago, decided to quit. So now Fairfield's left with no head coach. They have an interim head coach, and it really kind of showed in their first game. I'm going to take Rhode Island -10. James Madison, game number 649, 650. James Madison versus Kent. Kent -3.5, 146.5. everything about this number that scratches my head. The number is surprising. Of course, we saw the Dukes knock off Michigan State as a 16.5-point underdog. And even more surprising to me is this total, which continues to trend down after opening up at 149. And we know that James Madison didn't shoot well against Michigan State. We know it was their defense that won this game. But I always try to just forget what we just saw. We talk all the time about teams that there's a look ahead spot. Well, there's also the look behind spot. We just got through playing a massive game, win or lose, and now we go and now we're playing Kent State. I don't think the intensity level is going to be the same, especially on the defensive end. The Golden Flashes were horrible on defense against Malone College, wherever that is. I think we're going to see both teams be a lot better on the offensive end. This number suggests that the books are sucking in under bettors, which is happening right now. They're not going to take us in. We're going to go over 146.5. In game number 3, 651, 652. Tarleton State at Florida International. Florida International minus 4.5, 143.5. 56% of the tickets are on the Texans, which has pushed this number down from an opening number of 5. This is a home opener for FIU. They lost their first game to UCF by 23 points. This is a key game for them because if you look down their schedule, the next game is on Monday against Miami. And they don't get this one. You could be looking at 0-3, likely looking at an 0-3 start. If you're not familiar with Tarleton, all you have to do, and sometimes this is all the handicapping anybody ever does, they are, of course, coached by Billy Gillespie, and if you followed college basketball, he coached at Texas Tech, he's coached at Kentucky and UTEP. He's been around, and he is a name in college basketball for sure, which may be why the number is, heading in a direction that it is. Sometimes that's all it takes for people. FIU has won 10 straight home openers. There's nothing about the Texans' 30-point loss to Virginia that makes me want to back them tonight. Even if I try to forget what I just saw, sometimes you just can't. And that 30-point loss, there was nothing there that made me say, hey, I'm going to back them in their next game. We're going to take FIU minus the 4.5. So that does it for our 3 college basketball plays today. Let's recap. Rhode Island minus 10, James Madison Kent over 146.5, and Florida International minus 4.5. Guys, please go to pickdawgz.com right now. Get involved with one of my many packages available, including my college football 3-pack. $54.99 comes with our Pick Dawgz win guarantee. 30-day all access pass, $399.99. Let's keep on building that bankroll. Absolutely on fire, guys. Do not miss out. No matter how you join me, whether it's a 30-day pass, an annual pass, or just on a game-by-game basis, please make sure you do. Feel free to DM me at Dana Lane Sports, or feel free to leave a message on the YouTube channel as well for Against the Public. I'm Dana Lane. Thank you for watching. All the best to you and your wagers on Thursday.